did you have anybody else that? Okay, all right. Just want to make sure that.
But we have plenty of people in the audience we want to thank. All our Dunedin residents. Can I just applaud them? And the Merchants Association. Anybody would like one? You can be involved.
Well. Oh, first of all, I want to thank folks for coming out today and at least having what I would consider like a first discussion. I mean, candidly, this is something that Rob brought up to me about somewhere between 2 and 3 months ago. We had a short conversation about this possibility. In fact, it's been such a long time that he and I actually differ on what we remember that conversation to be about, which is okay. It wouldn't be the first time, but there's I think an awful lot to be garnered from this process, and so whether or not this is the first of 10 conversations, the first of 2 conversations, certainly we want to make sure that we reach out to our community and get a lot of input from them as well. And I know that there's a time issue on this, and we're trying to, at least I'm not talking for the whole commission here, I'm just talking a little bit out loud, that we're trying, at the same time not being boxed into a corner here, we're trying to be sensitive to that so that we can give you the feedback. But at the same time, we want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to weigh in on this as it relates to your all's vision and also priorities in the city and what other things folks think need to be addressed. And so I think there's just a lot, I think this is a first good discussion point, and I think the commission is I think poised to have some of that dialogue today, and whether or not it leads to a direction or anything else, we'll see. But in any event, I think what I'd like to do is see if the commission would like to have some dialogue first, just to kind of start talking about it, and then maybe if we've got some time, open it up for some input from residents. Go ahead.
Yes. First of all, Rob, I want to commend you for putting together a very robust and exciting and bold initiative, and it's certainly one that I support, and I hope that we can all join ranks as we move forward in a responsible way to address what really makes the town special, and it is our quality of life. We've heard so much, and we've seen so much evidence that it's not only a good investment. In fact, I came up with a little slogan: "The arts mean business." But it enriches the cities that we've seen throughout the country, and the billions of dollars spent in the quality of life. Where goes an investment in the history and in the arts and culture, you can bet there goes prosperity for a community, and it's been documented over and over. But there's another reason that makes our town special, and it's reflected by a man who many of you may know, a renowned speaker on this very topic. His name is Peter Kagiyama. He's the founder of Creative Cities Summit, and he lives in St. Pete. He's out west now giving a talk. His new book, For the Love of Cities, is a marvelous piece. It talks about a love affair with the city, and those cities that prosper are typically cities that have people who attract people who come to love the city. That's why I moved here. That's why my wife and I fell in love with the town. It sounds like an emotional statement, and I suppose it is. Many of you fall into that. And Peter wrote me a note the other day. He was hopping on a plane, and he wrote me a note, and I was talking to him about the love of cities thing, and I want to just share with you a note he wrote me, and signed off as good luck. I was referring to this meeting. Arts and culture are what make a city fall in love with itself. While we may filling potholes inspires no love or affection among its members. What we love about communities is when they surprise and delight us. And it is so often, it's from the arts and culture that these elements flow. And I think he summarized very well the feeling that I have, and that I hope I can share. We need to build upon and stand shoulder to shoulder with other commissions in the past that have undertaken quite remarkable initiatives including when I see former Mayor Rim out here. If it weren't for him, Honeymoon Island would probably look like Clearwater Beach instead of the #1 island and the champion of our branding slogan, I might add. But I've gone on too long, Dave. I wanted to share my deep appreciations for coupling in our new toolbox, as Bob Ironsmith puts it, the heart in our economic toolbox. I appreciate that very much.
Thanks.